Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG, here bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we are playing Copycat Combo in Pioneer. I think we're going to have to mulligan this hand. I think we really want to try for a turn 1 Lanamore Elves into a turn 2 Planeswalker. Again, this hand's a little weird. We don't have all our mana sources. This is kind of part of the issue with it. Maybe we do want to go the 5, especially with the London mulligan, and see... Alright, we're going to keep this hand. This hand's a little rough still. I think we're going to go ahead and put... I think I'm going to put Inspiring Vantage and Heart of Kiran on the bottom. And I think I'm going to Breeding Pool and play a Elvish Mystic on turn 1 and see what we draw into on turn 2. Hopefully we can be aggressive enough with this hand. It may have been a little bit of an aggressive mulligan, but we'll see. Alright. We're going to start here, I think, with an Oath of Nissa. Can't talk. I'm having early morning coffee, and my voice ends up feeling a little weird because of it. Alright, so we'll see if Oath of Nissa resolves here. We're either looking for a land or a planeswalker. So we got Botanical Sanctum here, which I don't hate it. The question is, yeah, let's take Sanctum here because I don't want to be using my mana from Aether Hub to cast an Oath of Nissa. Alright, here I think we take the... this is a little weird. Because we only have one white mana source at the moment. And I don't think we want the Temple Garden here. I definitely think we want one of the Planeswalkers. I think I take Oko here. Again, it's a little weird, but what choice do we really have? We're going to swing in here for 1. Alright, our opponent is on a Steam Vents deck. I'm not sure if it's a control deck or possibly an Izzet Phoenix deck. We'll find out here after they start casting some spells. Alright. Jace Vren's Prodigy. I think I'm going to just let that resolve. I don't think I need to do anything with that at the moment. Alright, there's our Inspiring Vantage. So now I kind of wish I had the Teferi here, but that's alright. Here I think I'm just going to tick up and make a food for the moment. I don't think I need to change Jace into a elk at the moment. That'll put pressure on our Oko, but it'll also alright, let's see here. Madness, Fiery Temper. Shoulda Oko'd here. That sucks. That blows. What's interesting about Oko, though, next turn I could actually tick up on the Jace, and then I can bounce Oko with Felidar Guardian, resetting the loyalty of Oko. So Oko, just one of those cards that's absolutely insanely powerful. I don't think I mind playing the Oath of Nissa to start this turn. I just want to have maximum information. Again, we're digging for that Saheeli. 3 Oath of Nissas is just insane. That's like having 3 Ponders in Modern, like I was saying before. Alright, here's a Teferi, which I don't mind taking. I am going to tick up on our food, because now that I have the Teferi, I'm actually going to go ahead and play it and bounce the Jace. Oh, and our opponent just concedes. Alright. So they might have thought we were on like Bant Control or something with the Othanissas, but we have the Felidar Guardian combo in here as well. So our opponent didn't play much that game. They played Fiery Temper and Jace. I have to assume there is at Phoenix, right? I don't have to, but I feel like they are. So I could see bringing in the Deafening Silence here. Possibly even the Rest in Pieces. They do have blue here, so I could see bringing in the Mystical Disputes. I don't really think Brazen Borrow is a card we necessarily want in this matchup. Heart of Kirin I could see keeping for if they are Izzet Phoenix. We can block pretty well against Izzet Phoenix with the Heart of Kirin, which is actually kind of interesting. I haven't thought of that interaction before. So I think for right now, we don't know that there is at Phoenix. We don't know actually what they're doing. They could be just trying to do a madness thing. So I think we're just going to bring in the Mystical Disputes. I think I'm going to... I trim Brazen Borrower. I think maybe it's just trimming... Excuse me. Maybe I trim a Reflector Mage here. They seem like they're a pretty heavy spells deck. Maybe a Reflector Mage isn't going to be that important in this matchup. So Deafening Silence. I guess if I'm cutting Reflector Mages, I can cut the Brazen Borrower pretty easily. Let me see here. Again, this is a new format, and it's kind of hard to figure out what is correct and what is not correct. Maybe I do wait on the Deafening Clarion, or Deafening Silence, my bad, and just Brazen Borrow here. I guess I could have cut a Teferi, thinking about it a little more now. Bringing in the Deafening Silence, cut Brazen Borrower and Teferi. But again, new format, not really sure exactly what the correct play is. This is another hand that's a little awkward. I think this is a mulligan. I know it's powerful in the form of Oko, but we're missing our blue source here. Alright, this hand actually looks a little better here. We can Othanus on turn 1, and then keep up Brazen Borrower. What do I put back here? Maybe it's putting back the Brazen Borrower. There's no shuffle effects, so that's a little poopy. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and play the Botanical Sanctum here and play Othanissa. I'm just gonna always resolve that. We can Oko here. We also have Inspiring Vantage. I think the Oko is more powerful. I feel like we'll find a red source later. Plus, we do have this Aether Hub if we need it. We don't have the turn 2 Oko, though, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, and there's our Inspiring Vantage right there. So I'm going to start with an Othanissa since we don't know exactly what we have at the top. Okay, well, we're taking that Elvish Mystic, so any order here. And I'll play the Botanical Sanctum and play Elvish Mystic rather than playing the Inspiring Vantage, which I almost clicked on at the beginning of the turn. So now we have Elvish Mystic on the battlefield. This is Haggle, this side of Merchant of the Veil. So Fiery Temper. Okay, they're going to take out our Elvish Mystic. I'm not really sure about that one. So this is a card on an adventure, if you're wondering why it's floating around my screen. That is why. So here, I think I still just jam Oko, right? I think I'd just jam Oko. Our opponent probably has the counterspell for it. Alright, they have Mystical Dispute. I'm not going to play Mystical Dispute. Again, this deck is not about Oko. I should say, this deck's not supposed to be about Oko. This deck is actually supposed to be about Saheeli Felidar. So hopefully we can get there. Ooh, double Madness. But, oh, that is rough. They double Madness Fiery Tempers, but they didn't have the mana open to bolt me. So they didn't have that ability. That is pretty rough. So strategic planning here. They don't have to reveal anything. They don't have any Phoenixes in the graveyard at the moment unless they have... Oh, they might be delving here. Yeah, they're probably delving. Alright, Treasure Cruise. So they're up to 5 cards in hand. They played their land for a turn, though, so I'm going to take this opportunity and play out Saheeli. And we'll tick up. If our opponent can't kill Saheeli next turn, I don't know. I'm going to say no to that and pass the turn. Maybe I should have played Aether Hub, actually, and kept up Wild Slash in case we needed it. That may have been a little bit better of a play. Alright, we'll see here how many Phoenixes they get back. If they just get back the 1, we can take care of it next turn with Wild Slash. Alright, no Phoenixes so far. Alright, here's an opt from our opponent. And a Wild Slash on Saheeli. Are they going to Wild Slash it again? Alright, yep. So Saheeli down at the moment. That's unfortunate. It does put pressure on them to use their cards, though, and I feel like this isn't what they want to be doing. I feel like they want to be bringing back Izzet Phoenixes. Wow, Arclight Phoenixes. And then hopefully... Alright, hopefully we can just take advantage of this Rogue Refiner, get something good off it. Oh my gosh, and there's the Felidar Guardian. So if they didn't kill the Saheeli there, they would have lost. Good play on our opponent's part. So part of me, I think I'm going to play the Rogue Refiner here. Part of me wants to play the Felidar Guardian, though, and then just jam, bounce the Oath Anissa. And then if I bounce the Oath Anissa, I could maybe find another Planeswalker, but then I wouldn't have the mana to cast it either way. So I feel like this play is probably fine. Just play Rogue Refiner and draw a card. And then we can play Aether Hub, leaving up Wild Slash. And then if we Felidar Guardian next turn, we can either bounce Oath Anissa or... Alright, there's another Wild Slash. Alright, pass the turn. So we have a Wild Slash here through Aether Hub, but we have to wait and see what our opponent's going to do here. They could just play Merchant of the Veil. Alright, there's another Treasure Cruise. Again, I don't have a Mystical Dispute, but if they did, they'd probably just pay for it. I'm so sorry if you all can hear my dog snoring in the background. It's quite loud. Alright, there's Gilded Goose. I think here I'm going to just play Felidar Guardian and bounce the Oath. Unless they have a counterspell. I think Oath is a little better than Rogue Refiner. Now here, do I take the Aether Hub or do I take the Teferi? Probably the Teferi. I'm going to swing in here with the Rogue Refiner. Alright, they're going to opt here. I think they had a lightning axe earlier last game. Right, so they take 3 here. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Gilded Goose here. I want to get that mana online. We didn't leave up our Wild Slash, but I think that's okay. Because our Wild Slash we really want to be using on anything pressuring our Planeswalkers. And I really don't think this Merchant of the Veil is going to be pressuring our Planeswalkers. Alright, here's Thing of the Ice, which we actually can just kill with our Wild Slashes. Alright, let's see if we can make our opponent play at sorcery speed. Alright, they're going to be paying a cost. So I can actually pay for Mystical Dispute here. Alright, let's see if this resolves. If they have another one, we might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll see what they have here. Alright, they're going to draw a card. Alright, Fairy resolves here, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce the Thing in the Ice. Alright, I'm going to play Temple over Mana Confluence. Again, it's a little debatable what I should have done there, but... So our opponent's down to 7, so if we get Felidar Guardian combo off, I think our opponent just loses. Our opponent's kind of had unfortunate luck with Arclight Phoenixes. If they're playing the Phoenixes in their deck, which I haven't seen yet, they've just not been drawing them, Game 1 or Game 2. It goes to show the power level, though, of Modern and how broken that card is in Modern and how it can just not do it as much in other formats. Pioneer is definitely an interesting format, and there's a lot of space still to explore, and things you're doing in Modern might not be correct in Pioneer. But vice versa, some things in Pioneer might be ridiculous in Modern, and people just never explored that space before. So definitely interesting. Apologize for being a little quiet there. I'm trying to drink my coffee. Alright, so our opponent plays Thing in the Ice again. Even if they flip it this turn, though, I don't really think they can do much with it. What we can actually do is if they flip Thing in the Ice, we can play Felidar Guardian again and bounce the Thing in the Ice, and it resets it. And then we can Wild Slash it to death. Fry on the Felidar Guardian. Never mind. Wow, that's rude. Oh, and now they can kill our Teferi. Damn. That's actually a little rough for us. Alright. So next turn, probably just Wild Slashing down the Thing in the Ice and then attacking. Actually, if we attack for 3... Ooh, and there's a Mystical Dispute. Alright, let's do that. Let's attack for 3, and if they don't block, we can just Wild Slash them to death. But if they do block, then we just have to use one of our Wild Slashes on Thing in the Ice here. Alright, they block. Alright, we'll pass the turn back here. Oh, they're going to pay something? Dig Through Time, I hope. Oh, okay. Oh, there is an Arclight Phoenix. Wow, our opponent had the worst luck here. And again, they only have 2 cards in hand, so unless those cards are all... I guess they have Merchant of the Veil they can cycle through a little bit, but again, I don't know here. Strategic planning will resolve. Oh, and there's 2 more Arclight Phoenixes. We gotta watch it here. Maybe I should have pressured our opponent's mana there. Alright, Thing in the Ice comes down. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Mystical Dispute this. And hopefully our opponent's last card's not a sorcery or an instant. Oh no. Ah, it is. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, I think our opponent's gonna possibly get the win here. They have 3 Arclight Phoenixes coming back. Alright, go ahead. Do your worst. Oh, my dog is shaking it out. Do we... This is going to feel bad. I guess we're going to take out one of the Phoenixes. Again, we're going to be making some food here with the Gilded Goose, which negates the attacks from the Phoenixes a little bit. So the game's definitely not over. It's just not going in our direction at the moment. Food, a very powerful mechanic. Very, very underrated when it first arrived. My dog sighing in the background. You probably can't hear him. He's very tired. He's been very sick. I'm very sad about that. Alright, let's see what our opponent can pull off here. Alright, opponent, wait, what do you got? Again, we can start making food and gaining 3 life each turn, equal to the amount of mana we have, but I'm not sure exactly how far that's going to get us. Shouldn't we have 2 mana left? Didn't we use 1 for... Alright. Wow, deal 2 damage to a creature. Okay. Alright, we're just going to take it here. Down the 4. Empty-handed. I'm not even sure what we can kind of draw out of this. I guess our combo. Alright, create a food. Sack 2 foods. There's another Gilded Goose. What the heck is with all these geese? So if Thing in the Ice flips, it might not actually be a bad thing for us. Ah, man, they... Okay. I thought they drew something like Dig Through Time. I thought they were delving there. Yeah, we definitely want these Deafening Clarions here. They're going to draw 2 and discard 2? Why wouldn't you... I guess. This is actually a little interesting from our opponent. I'm not sure if that was the play I would make. I guess discard the Phoenixes and maybe they draw 2 instants and sorceries. Yeah, because they could haggle here, and then they just need one other spell. So they might actually have it. So I guess this was the play for our opponent. Oh, they don't have it. Wow. That has to feel awful for our opponent. Alright, we're going to gain some life here. Use our mana as best we can. Again, we're running into that awkward situation I was talking about earlier where Botanical Sanctums and Inspiring Vantages late game, they kind of force you to want to play them because you don't want that tap land later down the road. So, all right, we'll see here if our opponent can pull it off or if we can pull it off. We're only surviving here because of the food. So, again, food, very powerful mechanic, very underrated when it first arrived. And very new still. It's only from Throne of Eldraine, which is the newest set. Treasure Cruise from our opponent. Most likely going to be able to get back the Arclight Phoenixes here. Alright, chart a course. It only needs one more spell, most likely have it. Yep, there's Opt. Alright, so we're not dead here. We're just not in a good spot. Alright, what in my sideboard do I want? Deafening Silence. Rest in Peace. Yeah. Alright, we'll definitely bring those in. I had a hunch this was Phoenix, but I didn't actually see the Phoenixes last game. Alright, so we're actually gonna block here, and then we're gonna go up to 10. They're gonna hit us for 9. I'm gonna go ahead and gain the life now because I don't want them to have something like Wild Slash and just be able to kill us. Or Fiery Temper also is one thing that could kill us. So I don't think we're gonna get it here. I don't think we can draw on anything where it just gives us the automatic win. Felidar Guardian. Oh, yes we can. Oh, this might be it, everyone. I'm so sorry for that ugly noise. This might actually give us the win. We bounce Oath Anissa here. We might find Saheeli. So they Fiery Temper the Gilded Goose. Undo. Sack for a red. I don't know if our opponent saw this. I'm a little surprised. They could have Fiery Tempered the Saheeli. Our opponent might have lost the... Oh, we didn't hit it. Oh, man. Mystical Dispute, Oath Anissa, Heart of Kiran. We had an out. Oh, man. All right, so they won game 2. That's a little unfortunate. We're going to bring in our Rest in Pieces now. Rest in Pieces. Sounds like Reese's Pieces. Do we want Veil of Summer here? They can kill our things, but I'm not in love with it. Reflector Mage here actually isn't as bad as I thought it was, especially against Thing in the Ice. I don't mind, I think, trimming on like 1 Teferi. Oko is probably okay in this matchup. Not in love with Heart of Kiran. Again, it's not one of those... Like, I think our hate pieces are a little better. Maybe it's trimming the Once Upon a Time. Again, I'm kind of all over the place because I don't know what is actually correct. Maybe just Rogue Refiner. It's a good value engine. It helps restock our Aether Hubs here, but it's not as good. I think I'm gonna go down the 1 Heart of Kirin. And if we're bringing these hate cards, I don't love Wild Slash. But it is good against the like 1 and 2 Phoenixes. If we end up getting hit against them. How about this? I'll cut Wild Slashes. I'll keep the Heart of Kirin, and maybe I trim on like an Elvish Mystic. Yeah, we'll play this game. All right, there's Rest in Peace. Okay, we have turn 2 Oko. Turn 3 Rest in Peace. We're gonna keep this. So we're gonna go ahead and Gilded Goose on turn 1 and then play Oko. Very, very, very powerful if you're very familiar, or if you're familiar at all with Standard. All right. So if our opponent has Wild Slash, then we're just gonna play the Rest in Peace next turn. But if they don't, then we're gonna go ahead and Oko. Oh wow, they didn't. Okay. Ooh, cancel. Good thing we didn't have mana in our mana pool. Oh, what the heck did I do? Struggling. Struggling. Alright. Oh, okay. I thought they had the Mystical Dispute. I was like, no, I forgot about that card. My eyes flashed before my eyes. My eyes flashed. Wow. My life flashed. My Oko's life flashed before my eyes. I'm sorry, everyone. You're probably really tired of hearing me talk. It's alright. You can tell me in the comments. Alright, there's an Arclight Phoenix in the grave. Rest in Peace is going to be extremely powerful next turn. Ooh, and there's a Deafening Silence. Wow, we can just double hate them here if we want. I think we want to keep the Aether Hub, though. So I'm going to go ahead and Rest in Peace here, and then I'm going to Elvish Mystic. Oh, and our opponent just concedes. All right, good game, opponent. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned and check out the next video for the next match. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mouse pads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.